Psalms 149, he said he was going to beautify the meek with salvation. Now I mentioned to you that the meek going to inherit the earth. He said, I'm going to beautify the meek with salvation, and they're going to have a sword in their hand to take vengeance and execute vengeance upon the kings of this earth. So we're hoping to be in an army. That's what we hope for, all of us. All right. So we'll keep reading though.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen.
Right. And so we're talking about angels and sons of God, or angels and men coming back with the Lord. Or I should say, like when the Lord come back, we're gonna meet him in the clouds. That's your rapture, really. And when we get there, we're gonna come back to take the earth. All right. And we hoping that because it's gonna be real war. And you gotta realize something, that we're gonna be watching the Lord in the sky 4 or 5 months, and we're gonna be like trying to tell people like, yo, he's back. And he's gonna take the place. You better do what he said. So we're gonna be sounding like world traitors or something, or world heretics or something. Like they don't really be hating you then, because just put yourself in the movie, right? So in all these movies, they always attacking the alien. Now just imagine if you was on the alien side and you run around like, hey, look, y'all better do what the aliens say. Like, man, they gonna lock you under what they call the area, what is it, 57 or whatever. What is it? Yeah, area 50. They're gonna put you in the basement of that bad boy. It's like 60 feet deep. 60 floors deep. They're gonna hide you down there if they don't just execute you. So this is gonna be the mentality of the people while you walking around here telling them, yo, he gonna come back and rule this place. Then all of a sudden, it's gonna be this loud trumpet that we gonna hear, and bam, you gonna resurrect. And now you gonna get even if they put you down in Area 51 and you was 60 floors deep, you just gonna be floating through the rocks, I reckon. And you're gonna come all the way up to the heavens to meet the Lord to come take this place. And you're gonna be a part of that army with people like Moses. Yeah, I'm talking about the Moses that got the 10 Commandments. So it's gonna be Marlo, Tyler, and Moses. Y'all gonna be rocking together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? And then and y'all we gonna come back and fight for the world. All right. This is what the plan of the Lord is. All right. So he said in verse 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Verse 15. Go ahead.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepresses of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Right. So you see what he's talking about. He's like, man, out of his mouth goes a sharp sword. And it ain't like he got to be literally walking around with a sword in his mouth. He just said that the Lord is gonna say, all right, time for you to die, and you're gonna die. Just like he created the heavens and the earth. He ain't have to put in no physical effort. He speak it happens. This is God. So out of his mouth goes But he was like, he had on his vesture, on his robe, and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Go ahead.
And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great Lord.
Wow.
That ye may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains.
So y'all came to fight, so it's gonna be so much blood when the Lord come back that he ain't gonna have no man walking around with a push broom trying to clean it up. He gonna tell the birds like, man, y'all need to come eat this. I don't know if y'all ever seen crows or vultures, but I have. And like they gonna devour dead flesh. I mean, just like it's gonna be a whole bunch of them. And so I can imagine when the Lord come back, man, like it's just gonna, the sky's just gonna be black. You know what I'm saying? With nothing but a bunch of birds and crows and stuff over there in Miggity, where we know as somewhere in the Middle East, where where the showdown and the hoedown gonna take place at. All right, go ahead, keep reading.
In the flesh of mighty men.
So he said that verse 18 said, because he told the birds to come, the fowls of the air to come, that you might eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains and the flesh of mighty men, and what other flesh? Go ahead.
And the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
Go ahead.
And I saw the beast.
So when he said he saw the beast, because earlier in this book, first of all, Revelation is the book. John is the person who got the story. And when he gets the story, he's seeing visions. This is what he's seeing, like watching TV or something. You know, the Lord, but it's like Dead Sea or soft sea, something to that effect. It says right there. They say that's where Sodom and Gomorrah was. You know, they say can't nothing live in that soft sea. It's like can't nothing live in there. Some people say that's where the lake of fire is gonna be. Now, personally, I don't know. I believe it's gonna exist. You know what I'm saying? But to tell you exactly where, we just know from Jerusalem you're gonna be able to see it. That's all we know. The initial lake of fire. All right. But go ahead. So he said the beast was taken with him, the false prophet that wrought the miracles before him, which did deceive them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship him. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with fire and brimstone. 21. Go ahead.
And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
All right. So what's next? Keep going.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
All right, so he's still looking at the vision, and now you see, you know, I saw an angel, probably Michael, one of Michael's boys, can come down. Michael is the name of one of the angels, but us that don't know. And he like the lead fighting angel. So he said, I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of and that's pretty much how that's gonna go. All right. Down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, Satan, bound him 1,000 years. And what did he do to him? Go ahead.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
We'll talk about that later. Let's go to the Old Testament, the book of Micah, chapter 4. So what we're about to do now is walk into the kingdom or see what happens next. That's basically what we're about to do now. Like see how all the events take place once we unlock Satan up. And the world changes, turns to a whole other place. So we're gonna go to Micah, and Micah is in the Old Testament, near the end. Before you get to Zechariah and all, we're gonna go to Micah chapter 4. Micah chapter 4. And we're gonna pick this up in verse 1. Micah 4 and 1. When you get there, go ahead.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills. The people shall flow unto it.
So, you can take this literal, but really when you start talking about mountains and hills and stuff, he really just talking about governments. But he's saying, like, look, it's gonna come in the last days that the mountain of the house of the Lord is gonna be established in the top. It's gonna be the top mountain. It's gonna be the top government. Go ahead. What does it say in verse 2?
And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord.
That's why I say you can take this literal, because still the Lord is going to actually be in Mount Zion. All right, that's where he's going to be. So it's like the Lord going to set on high Jerusalem. So it's going to be, it's kind of like the house on the hill or something. So you going to Jerusalem and it's like, dang, you looking up at it or something, like how they do in the movies. Every time you look at the movie, they trying to get, like, I ever seen the Wizard of Oz or something, they trying to get to the palace. It's like they looking like it's far, like they gotta go up there or something. So that's what he's telling you. He said, and many nations should come and say, come and let us go to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And what is he gonna do? Go ahead.
And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
So again, we saying that the law gonna come. So we got Satan locked up, and now what we're saying is the law gonna now come from Zion. Because even though Satan locked up, you got the remnant of the rest of the world. They don't know what to do. Like, see us, we've been coming every Sabbath trying to keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Lord come back, we already know, okay, well, next Sabbath, you got to keep the commandments, right? And then, we know when feast day. Okay, let's see. Do we keep moving here? Where we at? Let's read 3.
And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against another, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right. So basically, he's gonna put everybody in line, and there ain't gonna be no need for no more wars. World War III will be Armageddon, and after that, it won't be no more. Let's jump down to verse 5. Go ahead.
For all people will walk, everyone in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of the Lord of our God forever and ever. And that day, saith the Lord, will I assemble her that halted, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted. And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation. And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth, even forever. So
when he say, in that day, said the Lord, I will assemble her that is halted. Like, he talking about like puffed up, like that are made, like that made themselves, greater than the rest of the world or something. You know what I'm saying? And I will gather her that is driven out, and her that is afflicted,
arm, and with fury poured out will I roll over you.
And so now the Lord is talking to the children of Israel, and he said, look, sure, I'm going to rule over the children of Israel. So he gathered, we seen that he gathered them in Matthew 24 when he come back, and like, I'm going to rule over the children of Israel. Flesh and blood people. We're going to get to the spiritual aspect a little bit. But go ahead, keep reading.
And I will bring you out from the people. Place shall be glad for them.
So he said, look, when we get there, the wilderness is going to be happy for the children of Israel. It's going to not be a desert no more. Go ahead, keep reading.
And the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose.
Right.
It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given unto it. The excellency of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord and the excellency of our God.
All right, let's go with verse 7. So basically what it said is the Lord, because if you go on a physical map and you look at where the children of Israel were when they left out of Egypt and they went into Jerusalem, man, that land is desert. Now, whether people live there or not, that's not relevant. It's desert. the Lord is saying, look, when he come back and he bring us, he's gonna gather us, but before he takes us to Jerusalem, which would be the capital, before he puts us in there, because that's where the law gonna come from. So you can't be there acting fool. He's gonna take you to the wilderness. He said he's gonna pardon the rebels in the wilderness. So he said, well, when he do that, I'm gonna make this wilderness now a fruitful place. I'm gonna eat and do all that kind of stuff when you get there. All right. Let's read verse 7 through 10. Okay.
And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land sprang forth. And the habitation of dragons shall be grass, breeze, and rushes. And the highway shall be there, and the way, and it shall be called a holiness.
So he said, out of the wilderness is going to be a highway like freeway. But like not freeway where we're going to put our car on, just a way, like a path. You know what I'm saying? That's the way everybody don't take. He's going to be the wilderness through. Like, so I'm literally going to get you go back and forth. So he said, and the highway should be a way. And it should call the way of holiness. So it does call it the cloud stuff. Go like the way of holiness stuff. That's the way of holiness freeway song. All right, go ahead.
Unclean shall not.
He said, you unclean, you not be able to go on the highway. But how do you got to pay whole stuff? That's what you call. You clean, you got to stuff, and you go to the highway to get the roof. Go ahead.
It shall be wayfaring men. No fools shall not perish.
Right. It's going to be like the fool, right, don't go through nothing. Keep going.
Lion shall be there.
And when you get to this time, there'll be no lion, no
It shall not be found there. But the redeemed shall walk there.
The redeemed will be up here on the highway to holiness. Go ahead.
And the ransom of the Lord shall return, and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads.
So what you're saying is, so the ransom, like everybody who made it in the wilderness, they'll be able to turn back to Zion. But this is the actual process or steps or stages for you to get back to the land. You got to go to the wilderness first. When you get to the wilderness, you have to go further up. Then when you further the river, it's going to be a highway or a path or a holiness. Take you to Jerusalem, where the capital of the kingdom of God. All right, that's all. That's